tech guru, and you two are gonna hijack the opposition's data stream. They've had a head start looking for coal, but that gives us an opportunity. We're gonna keep the opposition in the inner city busy with tactical interference, while you two sneak into their HQ in the amphitheater. Find a portable terminal, tap into their data net, and we'll know where they're going and what they're doing. Morris, your security detail for this op. Keep Bob safe while he does his thing.
That's the plan. I've updated the battle map, sir. If you're stocked up on weapons and ordnance, I'm ready to do this. Careful, Morris. That's an automated turret.
Take out the agent. All targets are 3 times.
Take cover! Moving! Yeah, that's cold over there. We've come for you, Dr. Cole. We're in a crisis and we're on the clock. You need to what? Please come with us. Isn't that the usual? It matters not. I will go peaceably. However, there is the matter of my painting. It demands conclusion. Look, Doc, we don't have any time to waste. Yes, I'm sure. Running around and around and around, and you have no idea. I'm sorry, Dr. Cole, but what the hell are you talking? There! Okay. Artistic urges and all that, you know? But seeing you massive warriors in full battle gear does remind me... Remind you of what? Can't believe I haven't taken a moment to see the arena. You'll join me, won't you? Son of a... This is not the way I expected.
All right, Morris. Our guys are inside the arena. Cole's in there, too. Let's mop up the last of the opposition and get Cole out of here. course, I suggest we make an urgent exit.
All right,
It is so good to see you back. All of us at Chronotech were terribly worried. What would happen without you?
Oh, Mother, you have done just fine in my absence. I'm sorry for damning you with such faint praise. I should say you did wonderfully.
Thank you, Dr. Cole. But it is much better to have you back. We have much to discuss. I'm sure you'd fancy a moment to clean up and refresh. So may I meet you in your office in 1 hour?
Yes, that's splendid. We have much to discuss.
I will use the time to confer with our technicians and check the status of the time streams we've been monitoring. We're awaiting confirmation, but I think we've corrected all the problems. I will see you shortly.
Oh, so nice to be back. Home. Yet what a journey.
You saw some sights, did you?
Oh, 1,000 times, yes, and 1,000 times again. But all in the name of science, of course. I had to keep it to myself, but I was testing a hypothesis that could have changed everything. There was no reason to...
Dr. Cole, finally we meet. It is a pleasure and an honor. I've followed your work since I was a child, and this is one of the most fascinating moments of my life.
And perhaps I could say the same of you, but I apologize for my ignorance. May I ask who you are?
I am Dr. Victor Stringo. I am in charge of Chronotech, but from a few decades down the line.
So, meet the new boss? Is that why you're here?
I have a question for you, Dr. Cole. After your quest, your experiment, do you still believe we may not change the past, no matter what?
Well, my data show that changes do not have the immediate negative consequences we forecast, but I still firmly believe that any change to history will result in possibly vast and resonating repercussions. It is in our best interest to protect history. Who am I, or anybody else, to play God? I'm all for helping those that suffer. But dark days teach valuable lessons. The events of the past define our present selves, and to meddle around is to court disaster.
Thank you, Doctor. I have my answer. And it breaks my heart to hear it. I have read all your work several times. You are a hero to millions, including me. And so it pains me greatly to do this.
Hey! What the fuck?
Easy, Agent Dexter. That will be the end to violence if I have my choice. And I have an explanation.
All right, I'll listen, but my question stands.
It is regrettably tragic, but necessary. The gentlemen we interfered with, the Welshes and the Petroviches, are the ancestors of some brilliant scientists. In their research, they discovered a way to code the viruses to seek out specific genetic codings. Specifically the DNA that we receive from our racial heritage. It was an effort to combat rare specific diseases, but their work fell victim to espionage. A member of a radical fringe group was a lab assistant and sent copies of their research to a Middle East institute. There, less talented but more fanatic scientists worked for years modifying the virus. The end result was a fatal pathogen that could be targeted to a specific race. A terrorist cell smuggled it into the United States, not too long after you were seized, Dexter, and released it with an airburst from a weather balloon over Washington, D.C. It probably would have killed only a few million if these less talented scientists had stabilized the virus. But they didn't, and their sloppy work rapidly mutated into a highly contagious bug that spread throughout the world. Over 99% of those with DNA sequences from European heritage died horribly. The plague brought a secondary wave of death. Rioting and wars as governments struggled to survive and economies collapsed. A year after the airburst, 8 out of 10 people in North America were dead. Almost 2 billion worldwide.
My family, kids, my wife. Even if I could get out of this damn time prison, there's nothing.
I am sorry, believe me. That's where we come in. Dr. Cole's rule about never changing history has remained intact, but we've decided to make one exception, to prevent this mass genocide. I am sorry that I could not get Dr. Cole to see our point of view.
So you come back and kill him. What a humanist.
Actually, this was our last resort. We've been leaving him clues, trying to move his research in the right direction. Finally, we forced a crisis of conscience and he took his sudden excursion. We hoped he'd see the facts, but even direct evidence didn't shake his true belief. Eliminating him now will make our job that much easier.
You mean there's more?
Yes, Agent Dexter, there is. Although we expect more resistance from this chronotech and Mother, we will stop that virus before it starts.
So everyone is saved.
Not yet. But it's our chronotech's highest priority. And, Agents Dexter and Morris, we're always looking for new talent. Consider it.
So, what the hell do we do now, brother?